Urban Survival Skills Training from 40 Days and 40 Nights. Urban survival skills training have become a major movement in the emergency preparation realm. It's great to have wilderness survival skills, and they will certainly come in handy should a disaster occur. But because of the population concentration in major cities, America has become an urban world for the majority of its inhabitants. If survival in crumbled cities is called for, how many people will get out alive? Absolute Rights is trying to increase that number by releasing its 40 Days and 40 Nights training course, a complete guide to preparing for and surviving the extent of a major catastrophe. It gives people the facts on ways to safely plan for an emergency and gather supplies and skills that will help keep them alive and sane. For example, one of the 6 training modules found on the 40 Days and 40 Nights members-only website focuses on communication strategies after a disaster, which can be difficult when cellular towers and phone lines are destroyed. Another describes the best way to go about stocking food supplies that will last 40 days and beyond. It takes into account the urban survival skills that everyone should have, whether they worry about a disaster or not. 40 Days and 40 Nights also includes a list of resources, which helps compile the important paperwork that withholds a person's name and status. When the power grid shuts down, people are only left with the identification preparations they've made ahead of time. Absolute Rights training course makes sure to provide the procedures necessary for a full recovery. This 2009 article from Britain's Independent does a great job of describing an urban survival course and the benefits it can reward. In today's world, survival doesn't always have to mean sheltering in the wilderness and making campfires. It can also require the need to hotwire cars, escape handcuffs, or conceal an identity. The course was called Urban Escape and Evasion, which offered the type of instruction I'd been looking for to quell my anxieties about the headlines I read in the newspapers every day, threatening riots, terrorism, economic collapse, and citywide strikes. The objective of the class was to learn to survive in a city that had turned into a battleground, wrote the author. That course wasn't the first to focus on urban survival, and it certainly won't be the last. The increasing awareness of the real dangers we face has become significant enough to inspire a community of emergency preppers across the globe. 40 Days and 40 Nights is the preeminent course that covers everything needed to get through any disaster and the recovery period it requires. There are so many things to address when teaching survival skills, and 40 Days and 40 Nights does it all in an easy-to-understand way. Absolute Rights prides themselves on keeping people safe in the face of realistic threats, and 40 Days and 40 Nights is providing that with its innovative and trustworthy techniques. The course gives people all the urban survival skills training they would ever need, and it's available now by visiting www.40daysofsurvival.com.